Today, I want to talk to you about a financial game changer, and that's automating all of your finances. I'm going to show you how you can set up automation with your different accounts, as well as how it can even save you some interest on your debts and other bills. Automation will help get you ahead as far as your net worth is concerned. It will relieve stress. It will help get you outside of the spreadsheet and really relieve some stress when it comes to finances and make things a little bit better for you so that you don't have to stress out about it. It's just, I'm telling you, stick around. This video will help you tremendously. If you are new here, my name is Brad. I make videos with tips and motivation on how to get out of debt, save money, invest for retirement, all in the hopes that we can all reach financial independence. I recently got turned onto the benefits of automation after reading Ramit Sethi's book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. If you haven't read that book, I did a review on it. I'll leave the link down below. Highly recommend it. But one of the biggest takeaways I got from that video was the power of automation. I was already automatically paying for bills and things like that, but I didn't look at the other side of the picture. I didn't realize how automating my savings and my investments would really help my net worth and take the pressure of personal finance off my shoulders. So let's jump right into it and start with where automation begins. Automation is going to begin with your checking account. Consider your checking account your inbox. All the money that you make from all of your different revenue streams, whatever that is, that money is all going to come into your inbox, your checking account. And then from there, we are going to send money to different places automatically at certain times of the month that fit our payment schedule. Now, one thing about the checking account and making all these automations, and one thing that my wife and I have really started to do, which makes things absolutely incredible, you must be paying your bills with last month's money. What I mean is on the first of the month, all my bills are paid. They are gone. And the money that I use to do that is from last month. I do not think about my future paychecks and my future income and how those are going to pay this month's bills. The money that I make in this month is really going to be the money that I use next month. And this protects you against certain things like your pay goes up or down, or you have to take some time off of work. And what this does is it really allows my wife and I to sit down and talk about our financial picture pretty much once a month. On the last day of the month, we sit down, we look at our bills, we make our budget, and we know how much money we are going to need to spend to pay off all of our bills for that month. Then we make sure that amount of money is in our checking account. If we have to move some money from savings, that's okay. But we know that on the first of the month, all our bills are going to be paid automatically, and then any money that we make after that will be used next month. So I really highly recommend try and make that happen. It might take a couple months so you save up 1 month of expenses into your checking account, but I'm telling you, knowing that all your bills are paid on the first of the month and that you don't have to worry about your income makes your life a lot easier. The first thing that you're going to want to automate is your bills and your other debts, maybe your student loan payments and things like that. And this is common for a lot of people, but a lot of people don't realize that oftentimes if you use automatic payments, you can get your interest lowered on a few things. I know my mortgage went down by 0.25% because I was able to automatically pay my mortgage payments as well as my student loan payment with SoFi. When I set up automatic payments with them, they lowered my interest rate. So if you don't have automatic payments with some of those bills, right there might be a major benefit to you. But on the first of the month, all of my major fixed costs come out. My mortgage, daycare, utilities, cell phone, internet, everything is paid on the first of the month with last month's income. It's such an amazing peace of mind to know that after the first of the month, you don't have to worry about paying bills again for the rest of the month. It really is nice. I used to have my bills set up so they were all over the month. And all you have to do is go into your different payments and you can make your payment dates. I make them all the first of the month. Now, it might take one billing cycle for everything to adjust with the different companies that you have, but literally everything I have comes out on the first of the month. The only thing that I don't have come out automatically on the first of the month are my groceries, because that changes, the gas that I pay, and other unexpected expenses like, oh my gosh, I have to get some diapers or other household items that I might need. But all of these payments are going onto my credit card, which is automatically paid. Now, I know I need to take a second and talk about credit cards, so we'll start there. My wife and I, we use credit cards in a responsible way. We use them for everyday purchases. We don't use them for outside things. We never hold a balance. We never give the bank interest. And that works for us. I understand some people, they hate credit cards, it's not for them. We know how to use them and we benefit greatly from reward points. So we're gonna continue to do so. But not many people know that you can automatically pay your balance in full whenever you would like. And this really helps keep you disciplined and keeps you from avoiding paying interest. Now, other bills and stuff, they're gonna help you automate their payments because they want the payments. But credit cards, they're not gonna come out and tell you that you can automatically pay your statement in full. Why? Because they don't want you to do that. They want you to pay the minimums so that you can keep paying them interest. But you can beat the banks at their own game. You can use credit cards responsibly and then pay them in full, never pay any interest, and reap all of the reward points that you can accumulate through those payments. My credit card gets automatically paid on the 2nd of every month, and here's how you can set up an automatic payment for your credit card. Right now I have a Chase Sapphire Rewards card. When I click on that card in my Chase account, to the right, you will see automatic payments, and there'll be a details and it will say on or off. If you click on, it will send you through the steps to set up your automatic payments. They're gonna ask you, where do you wanna make the payment from? This is gonna come from your inbox, your checking account. For me, I have a Chase checking account, so it makes life really easy. But if you had a checking account with another bank and your credit card was in a different bank, you could set those two accounts up to talk to one another and transfer money from one checking account right here to your credit card. They're gonna ask you, when do you want to make this payment? Now for me, I just make it on my statement date. As soon as they generate a statement for me, I pay it off that day. No biggie. Maybe you want yours done on the 14th of the month or the 18th of the month. That's up to you. You get to select this date, and they're also gonna ask, how much do you wanna pay? And this is the game changer. You really need to put statement balance. You need to pay that thing in full every single time automatically. You don't have to worry about forgetting to make a payment. It's done for you. Think of the stress that comes off on just knowing that you're never gonna give the bank interest and you're just taking reward points from them. And every single time you make an automatic payment, the big bosses over at Chase, their hair they hate it so much, but you are winning. And one question I get asked a lot about the credit cards and the automatic payments is, can you make additional payments? Yes. Sometimes something comes up, oh crap, we need diapers. I put that on the card, but because it wasn't part of my budgeted amount, I will pay that day right away. So then the 2nd of the month, when my bills come out for the credit card, I know exactly how much I'm gonna be putting on my credit card because they were all budgeted items. I budgeted my groceries, I budgeted my gas, I budgeted my household supplies, so there's no surprises. So if I make a purchase outside of those budgeted items, yeah, I go in that day and I pay it off immediately. The next automatic payment, which pretty much comes out for us every paycheck, is gonna be into your employee 401k, 403b, 457, HSA, Flex account, one of those accounts. If you have that option, that's gonna be the next automated thing you're gonna do. And that's really the first automation to your financial success. That's the first thing that you are going to do that's going to help you build your net worth exponentially. And over time, you won't even realize that that money was there, and the accounts will just start to grow and to grow. To do this, all you have to do is reach out to payroll. They're going to give you a form called an SRA, Salary Reduction Agreement. And you are going to choose either an amount that you want to put in per paycheck or a percentage of your salary. That's really up to you. Then when you get your pay stub, it's gonna tell you how much money you've contributed that year. And the beautiful thing is, take that number, multiply it by 0.25. That's how much money you have saved in taxes that year by contributing to these tax-deferred accounts. It's one of my favorite things to do. Every time I see my pay stub, I go right to my contributions to my 403b and my 457. I multiply it by 0.25, and I think to myself, suck it, IRS, you're not getting that money from me. The next automatic payment that I make is into my high interest savings account with Capital One, formerly the money market account, but you saw I just made a video. They have switched to 360 Performance. Capital One makes it incredibly easy to set up automatic payments into these accounts. These are going to be things like your sinking funds. These are going to be things like your emergency fund. Or for me now, my down payment for my real estate investments. This is where the money's gonna go for your savings. It's gonna get 1.9%. If you don't have a high interest savings account and you're using a big bank, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. You do not need to use Capital One. There are many different options. Watch the video and you'll see why I love them so much, but really get yourself into a high interest savings account. For Capital One, all you gotta do is log in. You're then gonna click View Account. To the left side, you'll see something that says Transfer Money. And once again, it's gonna ask you where you want that to come. Mine comes right from my Chase. They're gonna ask you where you want it to go to. You want it to go to one of your savings accounts. If you have multiple Capital One accounts, you can send them into different sinking funds. I know many people that have many different accounts. Here's the beautiful thing, you set up frequency. So you set this up every month, every 2 weeks, every week, whatever you want. And it's gonna automatically pull it, and you know that you are gonna be putting money into your savings account, whatever frequency you want. Then after you set that up, the beautiful thing once again is right at the top of the screen. It's gonna show you all of your automatic transfers. So you can manage them, you could delete one, you can edit one. They make it so user-friendly. Highly recommend start setting up your automatic savings with your high interest savings account. And my last automated transfer comes on the 4th of every month, and that is into my Roth IRA. To do this, you're gonna have to log into Vanguard or whatever company you have your Roth IRA with. I just made a video about how to open a Vanguard account and how to open a Vanguard Roth IRA. I'll link that down in the description in the comments below if you need to check that out so you can open an account. But what you're gonna do is first, you're gonna log into your account. Then you're gonna click the link for your actual Roth IRA. Now in Vanguard, when you're actually in your Roth IRA, all the way to the right side of the screen, you're gonna see more account information. When you click over more account information, you're gonna see set up a scheduled transaction. Click that automatic transaction, and here you are, you could set this up. Now, one thing I will tell you about this, remember when you set up a Roth IRA, you're gonna have some sort of settlement account, and then you have your different investments. When you set up your automatic payments, you can choose one or the other. But if you set up your automatic payments to your settlement account, remember, those are not invested into your funds. You will have to go in and put them into your funds. Some people might want to do that if they're saving up a certain amount that has a minimum on a mutual fund they want, or some people are using their settlement account as their high interest savings account. That's really up to you. Me personally, I go right from my checking account right into VTSAX all day. First of the month, my Roth IRA will be fully funded this year and every single year after that. And frankly, that's it. It's the 5th of the month. All my bills are paid, my credit card's paid, my savings account is funded, my Roth IRA is funded, my 403B is funded, I didn't have to do anything. And now all I need to do is stay disciplined for the rest of the month. At the end of this month, my wife and I will have one budget. I won't have to look at my investments every month as the market's up or down. I do not need to do that anymore. I live outside the spreadsheet. A weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I know that I am okay financially, and you can be too. Leave down in the comments what things do you have automated and what things are you gonna go automate now after watching this video. Until I see you on the next one, guys, stay positive, work really, really hard. Always, please be kind to other people. I hope you have yourself an amazing day and an even better tomorrow.